Still broke as ever, huh? I'm going to be the next president's wife, you know.
Oh, Keiichi. What a coincidence.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My name is Keiichi Sato. Today, I was visiting the hospital with my wife, Noah. You okay? Watch your step.
I'm fine. My belly's not that big yet.
I know, but I still worry.
Oh, if it isn't Keiichi.
Tsugumi.
Still wearing those cheap clothes, I see. I'm going to be the next president's wife, you know. What brings you to a place like this? Been hit with an expensive little surprise? Must be tough when you're broke. How rude! And you call yourself an employee of Waku Waku Mart's planning department? As a human being, how can you say something like that? What? You don't have to get so angry.
Oh, Keiichi. What a coincidence. Thanks for the other day.
Huh? What are you talking about?
What do you mean? I'm greeting the factory manager. You know him, don't you? Keiichi is the factory manager of Day's Factory, which produces all of our signature sweets products.
Wait, factory manager? Oh, you mean the one who's always saying things are going to be late.
They're not going to be late. It's because you guys submit impossible proposals. Keiichi takes all those complex plans you come up with and makes them actually feasible for production. He's been using his technical prowess to handle projects that would normally be rejected.
What kind of way is that to put it? You're making it sound like we're always making crazy demands.
Because that's exactly what you do. Do you have any idea how much Keiichi's factory bends over backwards for us? I keep telling you to have some gratitude.
But that's the sales department's job, isn't it? Excuse me. Earlier, Tsugumi, you asked my mentor Keiichi if he had some expensive little surprise, didn't you?
What?
What did you mean by such an insensitive comment?
Tsugumi, you didn't. Learn some respect already. How could you say that to a business partner?
What? I didn't mean anything by it.
Keiichi, ma'am, I'm truly sorry. My wife was so rude. I don't know what to say. This is really embarrassing.
No, Shuji. You've been very accommodating to us as well, so I'm grateful. We scratch each other's backs, right? Good grief, so this is how you've been dealing with Day's Factory?
President Hashiba.
Shuji, you previously reported that you were instructing Day's Factory to work harder, didn't you? But in reality, you were adjusting deadlines and production numbers for the factory's sake and negotiating with us on their behalf.
What?
If you'd let those requests through as is, the factory would have been overwhelmed, so you became a buffer. In other words, you prioritized the factory situation over company policy.
I apologize, but if we force impossible demands, quality suffers, and that ultimately damages customers' trust.
No excuses. Good grief, this isn't quite what I was told. We're grateful to Day's Factory for all their help. But if they'd pushed themselves a bit harder, our sales would have been quite a bit higher.
That's right. Just like Dad says. I didn't do anything wrong.
Now, Tsugumi. If you get too upset, it'll affect the baby. Shuji, when you come in tomorrow, report to my office. We need to discuss your position.
Yes, sir.
I see. So the sales manager was caught in the middle for us.
I had no idea things were like that. To think he went through all that for us. We caused him so much trouble.
I think it would have come out sooner or later. So, what are you going to do now?
Well,
I have an idea. Want to hear it?
a few months later, I called Waku Waku Mart, just as Noah had suggested. Yes, so we won't be renewing the contract. Thank you for everything up until now. So this is Noah's plan. Wonder what's gonna happen now. I never could have made the decision to end the Waku Waku Mart contract on my own.
Keiichi, you're not regretting it, are you?
Of course not. It's just, we had a long relationship with them. The part-timers on the floor took pride in making Waku Waku Mart's sweets. I do feel responsible for being the one to end that.
It wasn't just you. It was all of our decision. You've been hurting watching the floor exhausted by impossible deadlines, haven't you? Besides, now that Shuji was pushed out like that, we don't owe them anything anymore.
You're right. To protect quality, to protect our employees, this is the right choice.
Yeah, and besides, an ending is a beginning. If we combine our technology with Tokimeki factories, we can make something even more amazing.
You always know what to say, Noah. Alright, let's look to the future. We need to hurry with developing new suites.
Yes!
Meanwhile, at Waku Waku Mart... So, how are sales in the sweets division? Well, they're not as well received as before. We're getting feedback from customers like, the taste has gotten worse, and the cream balance is off. What? Also, we're having frequent delivery delays. The new factory tries to produce according to our requests, but their production line can't keep up, and we keep running out of stock.
What about Shuji? He should be able to coordinate this well.
He was taking off food products and is now in the general goods department. The kind of support he provided being familiar with factory equipment and personnel, always ready to rush over. He also knew the partner company's employees well and handled those relationships too. Things are difficult for other employees without him. In fact, we're getting reports that other employees are at their breaking point. If this continues, our people won't be able to handle it much longer.
To think transferring just one person over a difference of opinion would make the company fall apart like this. There's no choice. Let's bring Shuji back to sales. However, I won't allow him to do whatever he wants like with Day's factory. He needs to prioritize the company's profits and negotiate fair deals. If he can't do that, then he'll just have to work in general goods again.
That's not really the problem. The planning department's requests are too unreasonable.
Shuji, won't you come back to the sweets division?
Sorry, but
What do you mean?
I'm currently on paternity leave. I can work limited hours, but I can't provide the same level of support as before.
What? Damn it! That's right.
Sir, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tempted to move back to my old department. I do have a sentimental attachment to it. It's the department I built up, after all. But what would change if I went back? Tsugumi won't change, and neither will her old man. He only cares about sales. I'll just be caught in the middle again, forcing impossible demands on factories. And the same cycle will just keep on repeating. Sorry, your dad's pathetic, isn't he? I decided to prioritize time with you, but here I am, still wavering. The prototype for the new product is ready. Would you like to hear my opinion? Keiichi and Noah, they really look like they're having fun. An equal partnership. What I really wanted to do was create wonderful products and put them out into the world with pride. To do that, I think I might need to be somewhere else. Let's go. To a new place.
Amazing! The production efficiency is on a whole different level.
Yeah, Day's factory's sweets technology and your Tokimeki factory's freezing technology, Noah. These frozen sweets we've created together are a huge hit with our partners.
The flavor doesn't deteriorate even after thawing, and they can be stored long term. The buyers were thrilled that we can reduce food waste too.
Plus, unlike Waku Waku Mart, we don't get many impossible proposals, which helps a ton. We don't have to spend time adjusting proposals to make them production feasible, so we can focus on manufacturing.
That's true. But it seems like that experience is valued too. They asked us to give them feedback if we have any suggestions.
I've already compiled that. I sent it to the person in charge.
Wow, you work fast. That's so like you, Keiichi.
Thanks, Noah. But the baby probably wants you to rest soon.
Thank you. Waku Waku Mart could do well too if they'd just rethink how much weight they'd give the planning department. If they supported each other like we do, I'm sure things would be different.
Yeah. Maybe Shuji will realize that soon.
So this proposal is impossible with the factory's current technical capabilities. Day's factory used to force these through before, but that wasn't the norm.
Then just change suppliers. Finding someone who could do it is the sales department's job, isn't it? Besides, Didn't Dad tell you? To go show them what's what in the sweets division.
Now's not the time to be talking about that. Changing suppliers isn't that simple.
What's wrong, Shuji? Making excuses again? The fact is, our planning department's creative ideas have kept us at the top of the sweets division all this time. Making them a reality is your job.
But President Hashiba...
It's faster to act than to think. I'm counting on you.
Understood.
Shuji,
Keiichi, Noah, sorry for asking you to meet out of the blue like this.
don't worry about it. More importantly, what did you want to talk about? I'm all ears. The next day.
A resignation letter? What are you thinking?
I've reached my limit trying to coordinate with the planning department. Oh, and I did it again, by the way.
What?
To reduce the burden on the factory, I extended the deadline without permission. I just couldn't force impossible demands through. I've made the same mistake twice, so I'm taking responsibility. Also, my parents are watching my child right now, but from now on, I want to prioritize time with my child.
Wait! Resigning isn't taking responsibility. Don't talk about quitting so casually. Give this a little more thought.
Thank you for everything.
3 months after Shuji resigned.
Hey, what is this?
Yes?
Our rival Doki Doki Mart renewed their sweets, and they're getting rave reviews. And they lowered their prices, creating a huge gap with ours. What's going on?
Well, our partner half implemented the new product proposal, and the quality dropped significantly. Also, Doki Doki Mart's manufacturer is Days Tokimeki Foods,
What?
the old Days factory. And the person handling sales there is Shuji Hashiba.
No way.
They say Shuji is taking paternity leave while doing amazing things in sales. The coordination between factory and headquarters is apparently perfect.
No way, Shuji. Whatever. They can't beat us anyway. Days Factory technology is nothing. What is this? It's rich. But the aftertaste is clean. The cream melts in your mouth completely differently. Is it the freezing technology? The sponge is so moist. I hate to admit it, but this is delicious. Why? My proposals are more innovative and stylish. Why are we losing to a product with such plain packaging? Shuji, you knew about this when you went over to them, didn't you?
Alright, we got a request to increase production. Let's pick up the pace. They're selling out at every convenience store. Time to show them what we can do.
Amazing! Just like Shuji predicted.
Yeah, but I'm worried about Waku Waku Mart. Their sweets division seems to be struggling badly.
I'm not surprised. I knew this would happen once there was no one left to bridge the gap between planning and production. If I'd spoken up more forcefully while I was still at the company.
Shuji, it might not be too late even now. Hey, Shuji, explain yourself.
You joined a rival company? Have you forgotten everything we did for you?
It's my life. Let me live it how I want. Besides, Keiichi and Noah were rivals at first too. But they recognized each other's worth, merged, and produced wonderful results. That's what we should have done too. If the three of us had worked together as equals, we could have made great products. But in reality, I was constantly walking on eggshells around you two. It was suffocating. Now it's different. Keiichi, Noah, our business partners, everyone can speak to each other as equals. I've never had a more comfortable workplace, so I have no intention of ever going back.
What? Are you saying this is my fault? Fine, let's get divorced.
Alright,
What?
okay, we'll discuss alimony later. More importantly, I'll probably get custody. Are you okay with that?
Huh?
You barely take care of the child.
I don't care. The kid hates me anyway.
Hey, Tsugumi, that's going too far.
My parents are watching him now, but I normally handle childcare too. I'll raise our child just fine by myself.
If that's how you feel, then fine.
Oh, it's from a former colleague in sales. What? Something serious happened.
What is all this commotion? What complaints?
Later, this incident was covered on the TV news.
Waku Waku Mart's new sweets have received numerous complaints about flavor changes depending on storage conditions. They've announced a voluntary recall, but criticism is mounting over the delayed response.
Damn it. How did it come to this?
Forcing an unreasonable proposal into reality resulted in unstable ingredients. A lot of franchise stores and supermarkets have been asking us to terminate their contracts.
What?
Furthermore, the major shareholders are furious. When they demanded an explanation from the vice president, he told them everything about the planning department situation. And they're saying they'll pull their shares.
Oh, Shuji. If he were here, this never would have.
A few days later, a shareholders meeting was held.
We will be overhauling our management structure. We have decided to remove former President Toratsugu Hashiba and reduce the planning department's authority.
My company.
Tsugumi, a proposal that ignores costs like this will never get approved. Do it over. What? It got approved before. Things are different now. If you really want to do this, you actually have to explain yourself.
Production is stable, and I'll handle the factory side. Keiichi, you should be by Noah's side. I got to take time with my child too.
Thanks, Shuji. Thanks to you, I can take paternity leave with peace of mind.
It's nice having another dad we can count on.